Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while. I recorded a video yesterday because I was in really good spirits. Unfortunately, it was a bit dark, which wouldn't have been a problem, but even the sound wasn't the best. So here we are today. Oh my goodness, right. Apologies if my energy levels aren't the highest. My headache is kind of gone now. I had a really bad headache when I got home today, and I'm just exhausted because I've not been sleeping well. But this result has been too incredible to not talk about. Plus, I wanted to catch up on everything. So take this as a match review slash recap slash everything that's been going on with Spurs, because this week I feel like we've turned the corner since last Sunday's result of 1-1 against Newcastle to today's 6-1. That's right, 6-1 against Manchester United at Old Trafford. So, whew, let's take a moment to let that sink in. Because, oh my goodness, this has been one of the best evenings performances I've ever seen. I mean, I don't even know what's happened to Spurs. So we go 1-0 down within the first 2 minutes. We get a penalty in 30 seconds, and by the time they convert it, first pretty much action of the game, it's 1-0 to them. And I'm just like, I knew going into this game that for some reason we're going to get a penalty awarded against us. That's what happened at Newcastle at the end of it. It was rubbish. That's what happened at Southampton. But at that point, I said it even in the reaction video that, we've had enough goals. It was all right. It's not the end of the world. But for Newcastle, it was a big blow because we only had the one goal. We didn't take our chances in the first half and in the second half there. So we only had the one goal lead. Wasn't enough. It never is in the Premier League. And they equalised, and it felt like a loss. That was really demoralising. Last Sunday was not as fun as this Sunday is. And we went into the week a lot harder because before that, so we obviously caught up for Southampton. You and me, that is. And then we had a Leyton Orient game, not postponed, cancelled, because they had too many players with coronavirus, so they had a bye. We got a bye in the League Cup to the next round, which was against Chelsea, and that was on this past Tuesday we just had. So that meant we had Newcastle Sunday, Chelsea Tuesday, Maccabi Haifa on Thursday, because we beat Skandia on the previous one 3-1. So that was our last qualifying round for the Europa League to get into the group stages. And then we had United away this weekend. Now, the good thing was that both Chelsea and Maccabi Haifa were at home, so no European travels were needed. So thankfully our fatigue wasn't too low. But still, too many games in quick succession. And I mean, I'm going to have to hand switch sus. But that was incredible. So, obviously, Newcastle wasn't good. I was in the mood to record, so that's why there was nothing there. Chelsea was incredible because although we went 1-0 down in the first half, but after that, we never gave up, and they kind of did. I had zero expectations going into that game. I honestly thought that was it. Chelsea, we've got other things to focus on. The League Cup's not the most important thing in the world, but I don't know what Mourinho's done to this team, because we can see that in the last 3 results that this team is working as a team. It's not just a group of individuals. We are actually we're fighting for each other. We're pushing. We're working for that extra inch. We're working to get that ball, that second ball, to be a bit more in it, and not to be the nice guys, as Mourinho said in the documentary. So something's working, something's shifting, because the effort we put in against Chelsea, at the end of the first half, but mainly in the second half, really showed. And then we got the equaliser. It was we really deserved it. And then we went straight to penalties, no extra time, thankfully. And we won a penalty shootout by scoring all 5 goals. All 5 penalties were absolutely beautifully taken. They were strong, they were precise, they were accurate. It was wonderful. They missed the last pen, so we won 5-4 on penalties. It was mind-blowing. As I said, zero expectations going into the game. Then we played beautifully, even though, we losing. And I was like, well, at least we're playing great. This is something to build upon. And then we went and won it. That was a massive boost for the whole squad, I reckon. I mean, Eric Dyer was just man of the match, because he played against Newcastle and he played full 90 minutes there, full 90 minutes against Chelsea. He had to go off in the second half for a little loo break, but he was fantastic. I don't know how he pulled that off, because honestly, I don't think I could have played one round of 90 minutes and then be happy enough to play a following week, let alone 2 days later. So that is kudos to him. He played today as well against United. And yeah, I think that really was a boost. We saw Regulion for the first time, or Regulion, however you pronounce his name. I'm really butchering it. Sorry, mate. But he was so rapid, and he played today as well. He was fantastic. Both him and Aurea bombing up on the side, and thankfully we had Sissoko to drop back a little bit deeper to cover for us. So that was fantastic. And then that boost, I think, is what the squad needed as a belief, as a team, as a mental side. And my dad then recommended to me something I didn't even know that was out there. There's a documentary called Playbook, or The Playbook, into a coach's mindset sort of thing. And episode 3, I believe, is with Mourinho. And it was fascinating. I mean, I knew of Mourinho, but I didn't know how well he achieved things with Porto and in his managerial career. So that was something. And seeing that, you know, he talks about the team. He doesn't say that he coaches players, he coaches a squad or a team, really. So it was absolutely fascinating, and I can really see that kind of mentality coming through now. I see a belief, I see a grind, I see a work rate, and we're seeing beautiful football. Loads of people said that under Mourinho we would not see pretty football, and I'm sorry to tell you, but if you're not watching the Spurs games, then you can't comment on that. But I think we are playing lovely football. It's not the same as it was in the Pochettino, don't get me wrong, but it's not dull. We're not sitting back and parking the bus. 2 results can prove that to you. 7-2 against Maccabi Haifa and 6-1 against Manchester United. We're most certainly not parking the bus. We are also not keeping clean sheets, but then we never keep clean sheets. So yeah, let's move on to the Haifa game. So that was our last game in the Europa League qualifiers to get into the group stages, which we did. And it was a very weird game. It was a very open game. They came at us. They didn't have any defence up, hence the 7 goals. But then we kept giving the ball away in the midfield. So it's a bit sloppy, but we scored 7 goals. So, you know, job done. We saw loads of other players, but that's the thing. We have a really good squad now. Oh, we signed a striker as well. Oh my goodness, I forgot to say that. We signed a striker. Like, could this transfer window have been any better? I mean, I'm finally wearing my Bale t-shirts again from like years ago, because obviously he's back and we haven't even seen him play yet. We've now got the new striker to come into a matchday squad. Like, we are putting out teams multiple times a week that I can say, this is a strong side, this is a strong side, this is a strong side, because most positions have 2 players for them, and they're both strong enough. Like, having either Davies or Regulion play on the left is, you know, Davies is very solid. Regulion looks like he's a step up though. He's really fast and he's very technically good. So, oh yeah, but the 7-2 was fantastic. It was something else. So yeah, let's move on to the United one. And I'm just watching a replay, so I've got Sky in the background now, still keeping going. Obviously, the first thing was Sanchez gave away a penalty. We talked about that. We move on. And then Sonny was absolutely fantastic. So to get the goals we needed, and we bounced back very quickly. The equaliser came fairly quickly. I was very happy with that because we responded very well. I was worried that, you know, we're going 1-0 down so soon. It was just not really going to meant to be, but no, we responded very well. Harry obviously assisting Sonny again, which was fantastic. And yeah, he was great. And then that other goal, his second goal, Sonny's second goal, was so fast. Oh, it was just fantastic. So, and Harry got a brace as well. So Auria's got, Højbjerg to Aurea. That pass was so precise, and the finish from Aurea was fantastic to make it 5-1, and Harry made it 6. I'm jumping all over the place here, but what also happened was before 3-1, they had a red card for a man sent off. Sorry, that's my brain being a little mush. Yeah, which was interesting because it's a bit of an interesting one, because it was a little bit of a hustle fight little thing in before a corner. Lamela put his arm up, Martial then hit him in the face. He made a big deal out of it, went on the ground, and the ref sent Martial off. Now, you know, I'm not going to say whether it was good or bad or whatever, but what it does show is the attitude to win a game, to influence a game, and to care about like what's going on. None of the Man United players reacted. They weren't like, well, whatever. Like Neville couldn't say enough how their body language was rubbish. And it's true, they couldn't care less what was going on. They were deflated and they didn't want for it. But Lamella made a big deal out of it, and it convinced the ref to really award a red card, which may or may not should have been one. In the end of the day, it was a red card, and we went on to score a load more goals, and it was fantastic. And Harry was man the match. I think I would fully agree with that. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But honestly, as I said, something's turned this week, because the fact that we played Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and they were all, obviously, we used the squad as much as we could. Dele scored on Thursday. That's another thing I wanted to say. He came on. So the rumours of him leaving could probably go out the window, because he also came on today. He scored from a pen, which was good. He put in a decent performance. It's nice to see him back. I really like him. I would have been really sad for him to leave, but I also do want him to pull his pants up and actually start performing. But yeah, I mean, it's very hard to say anything negative about anyone, because we are playing so well as a team. And a lot of this is a team performance. We're obviously scoring goals for fun, which is fantastic. Sonny was back, so he's thankfully not injured. And Dombele got the equaliser. The reason I just interjected is because I'm watching it and I forgot. And again, that was a fight. It was just how we got there in the end. And then Son got the goal that took us into a lead. But it was a very quick free kick from Harry Kane. He thought about it. He just snapped it and then gave it to Sonny, who finished it. Beautiful little dink over De Gea. Oh, it was fantastic. The Sky are showing these at the right time, actually. But yeah, and that 2-1 was what we needed. A quick shift. It was all before 10-15 minutes. Yeah, it was all before the 10 minutes. It was at 7 minutes Sonny scored. And that was 2-1. You know, considering we conceded so early, it was fantastic how we turned it around. And then we went on to score more, because I think that's what's key here, is that we're not just giving up. We're not just not surrendering, not settling for a result. We are wanting to push for more. And we kind of did it in Newcastle, but we didn't take our chances. We definitely did against Haifa and Man United. So I want to see more of that. Obviously, goal difference, personally, I'm not too fussed about it, because in the end of the day, if it's that good, then hooray. If it's that bad, then, you know, it is what it is. It's way too early to worry about it anyway. But it's just more, for me, it's the mental side of it, the morality side of it, how much it influences you, how much it matters, and the boost we needed. I mean, we played fantastic football today. Some beautiful passing, beautiful one-touch football as well. But the vision from each, like the way Sissoko picked out Aurea, who crossed it in for the goal as well, like all of that build-up was fantastic. As I said, like some of these goals were just fabulous. Oh, we got a pen. That's what Harry's goal was. The sixth one was a pen. So, as I said, that's why I'm a bit all over the place right now, because for me, you know, what doesn't matter like how the game went on. For me, the whole feeling of it matters, is that we are playing cohesively as a team. It's all together, and as I said, the last couple games are all really showing that. And it's absolutely fantastic. And this is, as I said, all before we have the new striker, Bale, come in, the opportunity to see, and Doherty wasn't in the squad. Well, he's in play today. He might have, I think he was on the bench probably, but, you know, he didn't come on. There's so many players, and Lo Celso wasn't in the squad anywhere. Bergwijn wasn't in the squad. Probably fatigue, you know, as I said, we had loads of games. We have an international break now, which is meh. I'm not the biggest fan on international breaks. The only problem is, so we have Harry Dyer and Winks, who went to England duty. They have 3 games. Ireland also have 3 games. Oh, Ireland have 3 games? Wales have 3 games? I don't know. They all have 3 games. There's a lot of games. A lot of possibility for injuries. And I love Harry, but he wants to play all the time, and I don't want him to get injured. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, Mourinho, he got a hat-trick on Thursday, and Mourinho stopped him the minute he got that hat-trick. Like, it went in the back of the net. I was like, okay, now you're coming off. Like, you got your match ball. You can go home now. But I just really hope, like, we're on such a high right now, and I'm loving it. But I'm really worried that we're going to have a lot of games in December as well, again, because that's when we're playing Stoke away for the EFL Cup. I don't know what to say, League Cup or whatever. League Cup, but that's in December as well. Obviously, December fixtures are always quite busy. So there's a bit of a worry there. So we're looking good now. I think we've really got caught up with our match fitness. It's really good, but we need to be wary of fatigue and fitness and hamstrings, especially. I mean, Sonny's injury was a bit of a scare, so hopefully, we can sort that out. But I think I've said all I wanted to say. I'm just trying to think whether there was anything I said yesterday that I really want to point out today, but not really. I think it really helped that we obviously saw the game already, so I could react on that. Honestly, though, I just please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, because I'm really interested to see what you thought about our transfer window this season, because that's been fantastic. How we've been playing recently. What your thoughts on Mourinho are. Are you a fan of him? Are you not? I am really coming around. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's doing something. Like, he's got Levy to spend. He's got Spurs to win penalty shootouts. He's got Spurs to win goals win games and score goals. Sorry, mushy head. We're winning at Manchester United. So something is clicking. I don't know what he's done to this team, but something is working, and I am here for it. I am loving it, and long may it continue. And that's why I'm kind of upset that we've got an international break, because that means there's no football. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on those three things. Well, and then the fourth one would be just general Spurs stuff. Let me know your thoughts about this game and all the other games, and how you think we're going to do going forward. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave it here, because I rambled enough and I'm tired now. And I'm going to watch the interviews and some of the goals and listen to United Meltdown, because Gary Neville is not a happy bunny, and as evil as that sounds, I'm quite fond about it. It's really annoying that they don't talk about how amazing we are, but they talk about how pathetic United were, which is true, but like, come on, give us a little credit. Anyway, I'm gonna stop. I told you I'm gonna stop. Talk to you soon. Come on, you Spurs.